What I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Yeah.
Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. This is D'Onta Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, Foreman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Foreman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a give, right side. Foreman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He completes it to Bryant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the toss, here's Foreman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at their own 21. First down, Finley. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Finley working out of the gun. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Finley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Got a mullet in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A run by Foreman to start the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three. Let's go. Ready?
Now Joe Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Finley. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Finley here, 3rd and long. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
White 80.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A quick throw into the hands of Switzer. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up looping.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now Finley. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Ready? Black 20.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger, and he's going to go down again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Finley from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Finley. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw is Finley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Finley. Going deep for Eifert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a give, right side. Foreman, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Black 30. Alert. Black,
on 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, and his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look basic.
Check, 59.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball, and he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that one will be accepted. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run again with Foreman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having a...
And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Foreman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Back. Jim.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
77. Mike 57.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Ready? Like 5. Rip left.
A quick throw complete to Washington. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like 80.
A pitch back, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Watch 98. Watch 98. Look at me. Go. Ready?
Finley now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well,